Hello, and welcome to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news here on the 3rd of September with myself, Amata. Today I have some news for you on the Xbox One, as we have had some clarification on the reputation system, as the Xbox One chief platform architect Mark Whitten was asked during an IGN Q&A session whether or not everyone's reputation will carry over from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. And I've got his official response here, which is, quote, "We will not carry over any of the 360 reputation scores into the new Xbox One reputation system. The majority of members will start with a fresh at the good player level. Start fresh, excuse me." He did also make clear, though, that if you have more recently gotten a black mark against your account, if you're a more recent troublemaker, you will not be receiving this privilege. And if you find yourself in this category, you will instead begin with a needs work reputation level. And when he explained it, he said, quote, "We'll be working with Xbox Live enforcement team that has identified a small subset of members that have recently had enforcement actions taken against them. This will give those members a chance to prove they can participate on live fairly and are not automatically placed in the avoid me classification, where things like smart match filtering will affect them." Now, obviously, I've already covered the Xbox One's new system in a previous video, but basically it's, as Whitten touched on, you will either be, normal player, no notifications or anything like that, avoid me, and then the final one. And obviously, if you're in the worst category, then things will start to affect you, such as matchmaking, and you'll probably get put with other people with that ranking, and so forth. So having the avoid me classification is not the end of the world. You can still get rid of that classification, get to be a normal player, and have no problems at all with the matchmaking system. Or you can go the other way if you continue to basically cause trouble. Now, unfortunately, the only thing he didn't touch on is what they mean by recent. Do they mean within the last month, 2 months, 3 months? Because you could argue that the last 4 months before Xbox One comes out is recent. You could argue that the last 5 months is fairly recent. But obviously there's no real specification as to what he means by recent. I would imagine that it's not going to be more than a few months at the most, and it might even be a month or two. It's really tough to say what they mean by recent. Personally, I would say a 2 or 3 months limitation on that is perfectly fair. Also gives users a chance to basically get rid of that before the Xbox One comes out, so they are not placed in the avoid me category when they switch over to the new system. So there you have it, a final answer from Mark Whitten on the Xbox One reputation system. Most of us will not be suffering any problems if we happen to have an old mark on our account from a long time ago or what have you. But if you had a recent infringement on your account, then now might be the time to basically think about the effect it will have on your future console gaming on the Xbox One. So there you have it. I'll be curious to hear your thoughts, though, as to what you make of this and the whole reputation system that they're planning for the Xbox One in general. There's been some mixed opinions on it. I personally think that no reputation system is ever going to be perfect. There's always going to be room for exploitation in some form, but I think this is better than the one they had on the Xbox 360. It's definitely a step in the right direction, but I would be curious to hear your thoughts. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.